As the Pokemon Company held a Pokemon Presents this week, which included announcements like the Pokemon World Championship coming to Anaheim, the Netflix claymation series called Pokemon Concierge, a new animated series called Swordfetch'd and Pichu, Max Fest coming to Pokemon Go, and a new Mega Evolutions update coming to Pokemon TCG. Now, obviously, those aren't the biggest announcements from this, but those are the ones I wanted to get out of the way because we're going to spend a lot of time talking about the other announcements from this reveal because there were some really good reveals and there were some like, okay type of reveals here. So first up, let's talk about Pokepark, right? They announced a real-world Pokepark Kanto, which will be the first outdoor Pokemon attraction in Yomiuri Land in Japan. Now, I will say, I really was betting on Universal Studios to continue like their Nintendo partnership because I feel like Universal Studios would be a great place to put a Pokemon park, but maybe Yomiuri Land dropped more money, or maybe they're like, yo, let's see how this Mario and Donkey Kong thing work out before we bring in your little 1,000 Pokemonsters and give them free reign of this park. Now, as far as the park goes, there will be two areas of the park with Pokemon kind of scattered across playing in groups. There will be a Pokemon Forest, which based off the renderings, kind of looks like a zoo. And I got to raise the question, like, are these going to be animatronics or are these going to be statues? Because we do see photos of Pokemon in the wild, but it also, again, looks like a render. So I'm interested to see, like, are we going to have them moving or is this just going to be a statue garden? I feel like a statue garden would be extremely disappointing. Like in 2025, I feel like I want to see real world Pokemon in the wild. And if there is not a Pokemon Snap ride where I can go through or some type of Pokemon Snap integration with an app for this park, y'all dropped the ball here because that feels like the easiest layup of all time. Now, the other section of this park will be a Pokemon themed town where you can visit Pokemon themed restaurants, Pokemon themed buildings. And I, for one, would like to put it out there that if it's not in your plans, maybe a meet and greet with Officer Jenny, right? Go to the park, get arrested by Officer Jenny, maybe get married. I'm just throwing it out there. Because look, if Officer Jenny's in this park, I know there's going to be a lot of fans who might be committing crimes just for that once-in-a-lifetime meet and greet. Or who knows? Maybe there'll be like a Pokemon Center where Nurse Joy is there. Did I scuff my knee on purpose to meet Nurse Joy? No need to make accusations like that. But yes, I did fall in love. Now, as far as Pokepark goes, they are planning to open up in 2026 and tickets will go on sale in late 2025. And I will speak on behalf of all American Pokemon fans by saying, please come to the States sometime soon. Unless it's Pokemon statues, because then I don't want that. I want real Pokemon. I want a Jurassic Park style Pokemon place. Like, let me hang out with the Pikachu, let me hang out with the Bulbasaur, and let me be terrified in a sunroof, rain-covered car as Charizard is trying to eat me and my family. I'm here for that. But the other announcement during this reveal that I was kind of really interested in was Pokemon Champions, right? This was the game that we saw about a year and a half ago. It was announced for the Nintendo Switch along with mobile. And this is that battle arena that is set in Pokemon, in the Pokemon universe. And the big news here is like, number one, this will have implementations and allow you to link your Pokemon home accounts so you can take your Pokemon that you've collected in other games and put them into this game. Or if you don't have a Pokemon account and you're new to the series, you can collect your Pokemon in Champions, and based off what we're seeing, like you can recruit them by spending in-game currency or maybe other things. So maybe you get some free ones, but if you want to expand that, obviously you might have to spend real-world money. Battles, there's going to be a ranked and then a private battle to allow you to play with your friends. I do hope that there's going to be like a casual mode because I don't want to play ranked and I don't have friends. So I'd love the ability just to play like a casual game and not have to be like playing against sweats who are just pulling out like level 100 Mewtwo's and level 100 Charizards ready to hit their Mega Evolution. I'd like to just play with, hey, I got a Rattata and you got a Bulbasaur. Let's go play. Battles will be similar to what we're seeing in Pokemon in the past, where you have single and double battle options, and you will have the ability to improve your Pokemon through training, and there's going to be like a stat point system where you can improve their HP, their agility, but also customize their moveset. So I feel like this is going to be very cool, where you can literally build your Pokemon to your playstyle. No official release date. We still only have a release window for this, with the Pokemon Champions coming out in 2026 for mobile and Switch devices. Now, moving on to the biggest game that I think everyone's concerned about right now, we have to talk about Pokémon Legends Z and A. Yeah, that's right. We got a brand new trailer that explained the game's story and strategy, along with telling us who the new group will be, right? We got Team MZ, and based off what we're seeing in this trailer, it looks like our time will be filled with strategy meetings and fashion designer conversations. I mean, not to say this game sucks, but Team Rocket was out there just straight kidnapping Pokemon, and now we got Team MZ, who's like, should we match the corduroy with our denim, or should we all just say vests are completely out of style this season? Now, unfortunately for Pokemon, it didn't help their case that, like, you're like, oh yeah, you're going to be hanging out with fashion designers in this game, and then they're like, there's plenty of fun to do outside of Pokemon battles, like changing your outfit and your hairstyle, or customizing your Pokemon's hairstyle. And if that's not enough, you can sit down and drink coffee with your Pokemon. Exactly what I'd like to be doing with my Pokemon in any video game. But no, there was some cool things about this announcement, right? We got our first look at Rogue Mega Evolutions. Yeah, in the wild, you'll be encountering Pokemon who have Mega Evolved on their own, and they must be taken down. And this is actually where we got our first look at Dragonite Mega Evolution, who has wings on its head. Remind me to book a haircut appointment for tomorrow. That's right, the Mega Evolved Dragonite. A Pokemon so strong he has wings on his head to maintain his flight, because the wings on its back were not enough. Legit, this looks like Pokemon just told ChatGPT, hey, make me a Dragonite that's Mega Evolved. Now, I was going into this wondering, like, we saw the upgrade and the benefit that Donkey Kong Bonanza got with Switch 2 hardware, and obviously, Pokemon Legends Z and A basically got the benefit of saying, like, hey, this is a Nintendo Switch game. We got brand new hardware, we got brand new ability coming from the Switch 2, so maybe we could see, like, an upgrade. And I was like, oh, maybe during this present, they'll show, like, all the cool things of the Switch 2. Maybe the gameplay will be better. Maybe we'll have improved environments, or maybe the lighting or the city design will look better on the Switch 2. Turns out, everything we're seeing in this trailer was Switch 2, and it looks exactly the same. Like, they even came out and were like, this is Switch 2 edition, and the grass doesn't look more flush. There's no improved environment upgrades at all. The game looks cool, but it's just like, man, are you really going to make me wait until the first Switch 2 Pokemon generation to get excited here? Because I want that game to knock me on my socks, and clearly ZA is just not doing it for me. But anyway, Nintendo did close out this announcement kind of recap of saying, like, hey, Pokemon Legends Z A will be available on October 16th of 2025 for the Nintendo Switch and Nintendo Switch 2. Obviously, if you're hyped about that, I'm not going to rain on your parade. I'm just saying, this game is not selling it for me personally. So just to recap the Pokemon Presents event, obviously, we got a Mega Dragonite whose design is memorable, to say the least. There's going to be a brand new PvP arena game that looks really dope that's coming to mobile devices that I'm excited for in 2026. And Pokemon is becoming a theme park and apparently claymation series. Look, was this the best Pokemon Presents event of all time? No. But was it surprisingly stacked with content that will be turned into memes over the course of the next couple months? Absolutely. But look, as always, this is just my opinion, and I am just a dude who's on the internet talking about video games from the garage of his house. Sound off in the comment section down below and letting me know your thoughts on this present. I mean, what are your thoughts about the Pokemon Legends Z A? Is Mega Dragonite a crime against humanity, or will it be the crown jewel of the franchise? And do you think that Gen 10 is as close around the corner as I hope it is, or do you think that Nintendo's just completely lost in tall grass? Sound off in the comment section, as always, down below.